COVID-19, Mr. Jason Nguyen visited Vietnam and have the opportunity to experience how coffee is made from farm to cup, experience coffee cupping and what it takes to make a quality cup of coffee. He started realizing that there are two major differences between what is called commercial coffee and specialty coffee. Commercial coffee is a definition used to define coffee in the commodity market. It focuses about quantity. They use lower coffee cherries and lower product.
Yeah, this is what we found in commercial coffee. Very bad for your health.
Specialty coffee is defined as any coffee that scores above 80 points on a 100-point scale as graded by CQI and SCA. In other words, when Robusta is cultivated and processed with the same attention to details as specialty Arabica coffees, it can produce a cup with as much flavor and nuance as specialty Arabica coffee. This is how he explored the process of making for Robusta from farm to cup. First of all is growing. Farmers take care of the farm. Coffee plants take 3 to 5 years to reach maturity. At the end of rainy season, white flowers appear, later to develop to be green cherry and become red cherry at the end. Second is harvesting. They will pick and select the cherries on the peak of ripeness. In the other side, refusing unripe, dry cherries because we see coffee as a fruit. When the fruit ripe, it will have a very rich and deep sweet flavor. After that is washing and floating. The coffee cherries are washed many times in order to clean up dirt and clinging plant debris. Leaves and twigs, overripe and underripe cherries also float off, leaving only clean coffee cherries. Next is processing. There are multitudes of processing techniques used to develop distinct characteristics that will impact the final product. Typically, wash process will give a clean cup profile. With natural, you might expect a complex cup with pronounced tropical fruits, heavy body, and lots of sweetness. Honeys can sit anywhere between a washed and a natural. The next step is drying. Coffee is dried on the raised beds instead of drying on the floor in order to keep the coffee off the ground. Keep coffee clean, dry evenly, and more consistent. The drying time will be different depending on the single process method. And then selecting defect green beans after hulling will be selected by hand to remove defective beans such as black, sour, broken, and set damage. Foreign matters because green coffee defects will cause a bad taste cup. Roasting coffee. As you know, roasting brings out the aroma and flavor that is locked inside the green coffee beans. The role of roasting is trying to find out the best possible roast profile for the coffee's characteristics. From there, we will determine the brewing method. Brewing coffee. Brewing is the typical method of preparing roasted coffee beans for drinking. Although Robusta shines in espresso, you can also try other brew methods that emphasize the body and mouthfeel of the brew, like a Vietnamese fin filter.
Enjoy Vietnam by Robusta with Iowa coffee. I have learned it You're going through a long process and very hard work, hiking up on the mount on a daily basis and going through a whole year of hard work. You have a cup of coffee that we have today. The reason why I started IO Coffee, because I seen all the hard work that the farmers been through. I see all the hard laborers hiking up on the mountains on a daily basis. Why do commercial coffee when I can bring the fine Robusta to the world? A connection from the farmers to the consumer. The farmers getting paid the price that it should be paid. The consumer get the best quality coffee that it should deserve.